Hi everyone, this is Sonia with RC Solutions, and I'm going to begin part 2 of my passage door journal assembly. So part 1, I constructed this little door, and you can put some ephemera back here. You can just stick something here or here, and I made it from the Sizzix Passage Door die from that. And then I just I used some stencils and some inks and paints and distress oxides and things. Took a circle punch and cut half of that out, but all that's in the first part of the video. So I want to get started on the second portion. I designed like a little drawer set, and I'll have a link to the in the description of where you can get this. This is a free, and this I want to allow this to be a commercial use kit. Most of my freebies are just for personal use, but for this particular one, I'm just going to let it be a commercial use. So, and I'll have a link in the description if you want to follow through with it. So what I'm going to do, it's going to get added to this journal. So I'm kind of still in design mode. I'm not sure how it's going to fit yet. So let me just go ahead and cut all this out. You're going to get a dresser box sheet, and it has your dresser covers, your drawer pulls or knobs, and this drawer is actually this is a drawer. It's going to pull out, and then you have a key and then a little photo thing, and then this is the case that your dresser is going to fit in. Your ephemera will fit into here. And then you have some words and some more tags. And it's also double-sided, so you can print double-sided. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all this out. Okay, so I have everything cut out, so now I'm going to distress the stuff, but I'm going to first punch a little hole in these. This little key has like a little hole in the area where it needs to be, a hole needs to be punched. So I'll go ahead and take care of it, and this one. And this one. And I'm going to distress all of these, everything with some distress oxide. And after I distress it, I'm going to back it with black cardstock. It's absolutely an option. You don't have to do that, but I love everything distressed, and I like all of my elements like thick. So I'll be right back. Now I'm not going to back this one by black cardstock. I'm just going to go ahead and score it on these lines, each one of these lines, and then fold it over and distress it. The telephone is like a magnet. to me crafting. Every time I craft, the phone rings, or every time I record, the phone rings, seems like. So I'm just going to fold these. And this is going to fit over top of this. So I'm just going to distress these areas. This is starting to come loose, so I'm just going to add a piece of tape right here. And I'm just going to cut away the difference. As a matter of fact, for security, I'm just going to add some tape to these creases to give it more stability, to prevent it from messing up or coming loose. That's the inside, but it's more sturdy, so it shouldn't mess up. Okay, so now that I've gotten everything cut out, there's two different ways that you can make this. So starting with the first way, first let me just move all this out. I'm going to separate everything right quick. So you've got, this is your drawer that's going to pull out. You've got your dresser face or front, and then you have your drawers, and then your little ephemera or whatever. We're just going to put the ephemera over there, and you have your drawer pulls. So the first way I'm going to make this is going to fold down. We're going to put these together. This is going to go on top. You see what I'm saying? Okay, and then this is going to go in here along with something connected to it. It's going to slide out. And then you're going to have these on top. and this bottom one is going to pull this out. So what we're going to do to accommodate that is I'm basically going to get my ruler and I kind of just thought of this at the last moment. You're basically going to score the top of the dresser on down. Let me just do it so you can see what I'm doing. Let me just zoom in. Okay, make sure I'm in frame. And be really careful when you're doing this. Just move all this out the way. Okay, so make sure you can see that. I'm scoring it, well, not scoring, but I'm cutting it. And then I want to cut the end all the way down. Can you see that? You're basically cutting it out. Okay. So like I said, be really careful when you're doing this so you don't cut yourself. Okay. I'm just going to darken my edges, of course. Find my inks. And it's an option, you don't have to do that. But I like to have everything distressed. I'm just going to come back in here and get this little tiny piece. What did I do with the scissors? Okay. I'll knock that little tiny piece off of there. Okay, I think I got it. I'm going to zoom back out. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to kind of distress. Just be really careful when you do that. This is going to become the pull. This is what's going to pull your dresser drawer out. So, in essence, this is going to connect. So, I'm just going to slide it up a little farther. This is going to go on top. So I'm just going to take a piece of my scrap wood and cut it at about, let's see, it's not going to really matter how long. And I'm going to attach it from the bottom of the drawer and it's going to come around up and attach to the top. So that when you pull it, it'll pull this out. So let me get some glue. I want to glue this. My glue will act right. And it's just a random piece. I didn't measure it. It's just a piece of paper to connect this bottom portion of the drawer to the top portion. But the best way to know how far up to put your to connect it is to line this up with the base. Line the bottom part, the part that we just cut out, line it up with your actual dresser so that you know how far up this needs to go. I'm just going to fold this over so I can cut it. I'm going to cut it just a little bit shorter. And then I'm going to glue this strap this is going to glue to it. I'm going to put this in here, and then I'm going to put this on top of it, lining it up with the actual drawer. I'm going to have to slide it over just a hair. I hope I didn't make it too complicated for you. And this can actually lift up so you can see. But yeah, this is going to be your dresser pull. So we're going to go ahead and glue this together. I'm just going to put some glue on this edge right here and on this little end. Try to hold it in place. Should probably just do one side at a time, just glue one side at a time. I just designed this thing yesterday, so it's like this is actually my prototype. Okay, so now that that's glued, and now I'm just going to glue this on top of here. So I'm just basically going to put some glue along the edges. But notice when I get down here, I just leave like a thin line. Simply because this is thin. You could just put the glue on here and then glue it and attach it, but for me, I'm just Doing it like this. And then make sure it's lined up good. Yeah, I just designed this in Photoshop yesterday and decided, I can use this as like a little dresser pull. So and see how this, it lifts up, but it'll slide on in there. It slides right there. And so we're going to add our dresser pieces. You can use dimensionals if you like, but I'm just going to glue mine straight to it. I'm just going to glue it straight down. This just gives it like a 3D kind of look. I feel like it will. I hope it will. With this one, slide it up just a little here. I'm going to make it just a tad bit. I'm going to slide it up just a little bit higher to where it kind of covers up where that where the cut is. That way it kind of conceals it and gives it that look of everything's still connected. And then I'm just going to add these. Little buttons. I lost one of them. There it is. So I'm just going to take some of these dimensionals, these sticky foams. Even though it's already sticky, I'm just going to add a little more glue to it. And you can use this to pull it. Let that dry first. Or you can just go ahead and slide this out. And then I need to add something to this. This is going to connect to something. I think I'll add like a little book or journal or something. I definitely need to put something right here to cover that, so I think I'll just have a piece of excess wood paper. I'll just cut loose. And put across there. Let me distress it. And then I need something to cover this. Okay, so I just got a piece of an index card and cut it up. Added some distressed inks and stamps and stuff to it. I'm just going to add it to the back of this. It's just to kind of give it a cut to cover that piece up, the connector piece up. Okay, and then there's a little piece hanging off of here. Let me just clip it down. Piece hanging there. I just want to finish this. I'm just going to connect. I'm just going to make this into like a little booklet. I'm just going to glue this to. I should have just not even put that on there, but yeah, I just want to get this completed. I'm just going to glue this. I have a hard time overthinking everything. Well, not hard time. That's my problem. Is I overthink everything instead of just doing it, and it takes me forever to complete a project because I'm not satisfied. So I think I'll put something on top of here. I have some ephemera that I've already cut out and made. I think I can just add to it. And just put like Eiffel Tower. And then secret box, but I need something behind it. Just gonna use this little punch right here. I think it's like a 1-inch punch. And this is just a piece of cardstock that I had sprayed some ink on. I'm not going to lift that up. I'm just going to glue it down. So this is our first one. And you can put anything in this little compartment. Goes like that, and just slide it out, slide your drawer out. You can tuck something here if you want. And then you've got your like a little journal. So that's the first way you can do it. The second way is much simpler. Okay, so this next process is much easier. So technically this is kind of an option, but if you are going to use it, you're just going to trim the outer edges or the outer flaps. Then you're just going to score, or you can just fold it on the edges or on the lines. Fold them over. And just kind of clip this at an angle. Just take a little piece of that off. Same thing here, just come in at an angle. Just going to fold that over, fold this over. Then glue it on the ends. And this is going to be up underneath, so you really don't have to distress it if you don't want, but it's already distressed anyway from the printout. So you're just going to lay this to the side. This will be going on top of it like that. Okay, where with the last one, we cut this entire slot out. We're not going to do that. We're just going to make a slit right on the top of this bottom shelf, or not shelf, but drawer. We're going to make it slightly wider than the, no, we're not going to make it wider, we're going to make it the same length. Let me zoom in for you so you can see. Slide this in the frame. Okay, so basically from here to here, maybe just a little bit further out. Okay. And you have like a little slit. I'm going to go ahead and apply your bottom piece to this top piece. So I'm just going to add some glue. Go ahead and line these up. And so, like I said, basically, this is going to fit into here. So what I'm going to do is I went on ahead and put this in here so that I know exactly where it's positioned at. And I'm going to go ahead and add these. And then I'm just going to put this directly up underneath here like that. That's the reason why I went on ahead and I put the drawer in here first before gluing down the drawer covers. And I'm just going to glue this directly to the drawer. And then this will pull out. Your drawer will pull out. And then I'm just going to add the little handles the same way I did with the other one. Use some these little foam dots. And you have it. So you're just going to pull this out. And then you have a journaling spot. Slide it back in. Here's your dresser. And then this one, same concept, just a little bit bigger. And it gives you room to put other stuff in there. And you have like a little booklet. And remember, this lifts up, so you can slide that there. Here they are. So that's all for this part 2. Then I'm just going to assemble the dresser drawers and the front to the actual journal insert, and then we'll be completed. So this ends part 2, and thanks for watching. If you like, please comment, like, share, subscribe, and all that, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.